Have you ever been in a meeting with 4 different people and noticed that they're all positioning themselves a little bit differently? Yep. And where that's coming from is the game's about identity. So people are positioning, especially in first meetings when there's more pressure in the environment. So how does it look in our work styles model? Well, control people tend to be the ones that are positioning themselves around being the director. So they talk about if they were in charge, or when I'm in charge, or because I'm in charge, those types of statements. Influencers tend to position themselves more around people, more like a facilitator or a connector, we call it. So they're often the ones that are making sure that everybody's getting introduced. Powers will position themselves around being the builder. So they'll focus more on everything we're trying to get done, especially in the next kind of short-term cycle, all the projects we're trying to get over the line. And then authorities are often the ones that position more around data, analytics, and that's because they come across as the protector, making sure that we're doing the right thing for the firm. Now, how can you pick up on this in terms of cues early in a meeting? Well, it's not perfect, but you can start to look for these things. Controls will often go towards the head of the table because in their mind, they're positioning as a director. So where else would you sit so that they can see everything that's going on in the environment? Influences will be the one that are often coming up to you and making sure you're getting introduced to everybody, that you feel comfortable in the environment because they're doing the connection piece that's more consistent for them. A couple things about power, meant to be a little bit glib and doesn't always hold, but holds more often than not. Powers are oftentimes a little bit late to meetings because they're so busy with everything they're building, they don't quite make it to the next meeting on time. But when they are there, they're also the ones that are very focused on the action orientation. What do we need to do and by when do we need to have it done? And then your authorities tend to show up a little bit early for meetings and they do a lot of reading. They want to make sure they're ready with their good questions so they can be the protector for the organization. So those are some simple ways to look to apply this early on as you're practicing with your work styles. Let us know if you have any questions. Reach out to us either directly or please comment below so that we can get engaged and make this useful for you. Thank you.